Greetings, church. It's Kevin Duclairon'S. Today is a Tuesday, the 17th of February 2026. I am on my way out the door right now. Just got off the phone with the Portland Police Department, and I was about to call the supervisor and chat with her, but I had to leave a message cut off. Somebody cut me off and was trying to call me back, and anyway, point being that is I need your prayers. I am dealing with a lot of betrayal, backstabbing, uh, deception, a lot of evil information that's not real. Going into the seminary was not that good of an idea because it brought out Satan, and it brought out the flip side of the Lord, which is his wrath rather than the Lord himself. Um, so that's been a real chore for me. Right now, I when I got home, I called in. I had to call in the human resources department of Central City Concern because somebody is going into the UKG where we keep our hours, and they're removing hours from my um, the hours that I've worked, and I think it's to pay Gabriel for sexual services. So this is what's happening here now, and I had to call HR and make them aware of it. I was trying to call the supervisor, and the supervisor, I had to leave her an abrupt message. My hunch is that this is the doing of Windsor, and probably some creepy people who are climbing through the window in the back here. I don't know who in CCC is betraying me. The door here is sort of not bolted, but closed so that people can't just walk in. And I locked it in the back, and they're doing it. Uh, what they're removing, it's pretty easy for them to do that. And I think I've given you guys that information. They came in and they got here, so the gum is swollen back there. It's like a little marble, like it's as big as a marble back. Of course, I've lost a amount of weight. On this side of the also giving shots so that when I drink cold drinks, there's pain, but there's also it really hurts. Okay, so they're giving it to me here, sucking on the genital and charging me for it. They're doing it all on purpose. This is all slavery. This is the new Jim Crow. This is how they're doing it here. When it was at Gretchen Kafour Commons and West Shore Apartment, it was no different. Now, this is what they're doing here at Central City Concern. And it's an ongoing thing with these people. It's the same John MacArthur. As a matter of fact, MacArthur came out last night at the what's the name of the place, at the Estate Hotel. His natural voice, the pastor's voice. He didn't come out of the back. He just came out on the intercom. I was touched by it because I always submitted to John as a pastor of the church. I didn't had an issue with him. Uh, the issue arose when I became interested in his daughter, and that just she turned into a monster herself, to push me away. And they've been trying to, I mean, it's like they accused me of homosexuality and on and on and on. And they've been using queer boys, men to try to entice me to get me to go to the sex store so that the man over there could reject me so they can turn me over to Gabriel, and Gabriel turned me over to the Haitians, but it's her that's doing it. She's the only one. They're here. They're in Portland. They're in the building. They're working together with New York Police and Los Angeles Police and Portland Police Department, and it still is the same slave pitch that they are giving me. They want me out of this unit. They want me to leave. They want me homeless. It's either homeless, homosexual, or home help, preferably for them. So, if prayer still works in the church, I can use some. I haven't been to church in a couple of weeks. I'm not allowed to become a member. So this is, I think, the method that they're taking foreigners through to turn them into slaves. Wrath, also known as Jesus, is in there somewhere. I'm not exactly sure. There's a whole hermaphrodite issue, which I don't know. There are snakes involved. I mean, it's just a real bad situation that puts me outside. If you have men like me in your congregation, do whatever you can to consult God and see how you can help them, because once they cross us over back into the world, it's almost nearly impossible to bring us back into the fellowship. Okay, so if you're a real pastor of the church and you've got foreigners that are being pursued by the Klan or pursued by the British um, Empire, Windsor, to try to enslave them, have some mercy on these people. And because right now I've lost a considerable amount of weight. I mean, I can't be any skinnier than this. And what they're doing is, to go after the money that I've saved up from the job that I have here at Central City Concern. And, it's just a matter of time before, they kill me and pronounce me as dead, as having AIDS or something, because this is MacArthur's method, from Bob Jones University until here. He goes after people of color. And whether he himself is a hermaphrodite, I don't know. You know, I've heard some things. So anyway, from my situation to yours, say something to the living God that will maybe send an angel to deliver me or something. I mean, anything. Don't allow this to happen with the foreigners in your congregation as he has. Okay, this is bad. This is bad press for the church. It's bad press for the gospel of the church. Um, there's lots of lies and lots of deception, whether it's coming from above or the devil himself. I don't know. In any case, be sure to relate this to um, those that are in the leadership of your church. Okay, this is not good. This is bad, real, real, real bad. Okay, and um, I can't even explain it. But in any case, don't repeat this. Have some mercy on us. Those of us that are from other countries that are not white, okay, have some mercy on us, okay, because we don't deserve this. This kind of hatred and this kind of maltreatment. I mean, Kenneth McNally died as a result of this, and this is a repeat. I'm a continuation of what Kenneth endured, and Kenneth is dead, and I don't think MacArthur is gonna is he's not gonna resurface for another court case. So for what it's worth, do what you can to help us avoid this sort of pitfall. Especially those that are foreigners that are trying to go into the ministry and don't know the background of your people in your country, in this generation, because it's not fair to us that this is the surprise that's waiting for us. We took scripture, but then this whole method is demonic, satanic, and it's evil.